and something that I've been reflecting on through this period of Lent. And the thing is about forgiveness. I find forgiveness to be one of the major pillars of our Christian values. We find that we live in a world where it is very easy for someone to wrong you. It is very easy to hurt someone. I can be hurt, or I can be a source of hurt to other people. But I'm being encouraged that forgiveness is something that is very essential in our lives as Christians, in our lives as human beings. Why am I saying so? In this video, I'll be talking about 10 reasons why you should always cultivate the attitude of forgiveness, why you should always have a heart that is ready to forgive all those who have wronged you. And the first reason why you should always forgive others is that it helps in emotional well being. What do I mean by saying that forgiving others helps in emotional well being? What I'm trying to mean is that whenever someone hurts us, there is some sort of anger that is always in us. There is some sort of anxiety. There's some sort of depression. We might be passing a lot through the hurts that other people have caused in our lives. But immediately when you forgive, you find that forgiveness helps you to release that anger. It helps you to release that anxiety because someone who has hurt you, anytime that you're walking, you'll be always trying to avoid that person. Some level of anxiety will always be improving in you, or will be really shooting up in you. That you will feel like I don't want to meet that person. So you're anxious. Any move that you want to do, even when you're in a crowd, in case you want to talk something, just say my enemy or the person who hurt me is here. That freedom of talking even freely is not there. So when you forgive, it helps you to release the anger, it helps you to release anxiety, and it is one of the ways of fighting depression because some of the hurts that we have gone through, that we have faced, may lead us to depression. But when you openly forgive, and when you forgive from your heart, you will find that it will help you to release the negative emotions that may erupt in you and kill you from inside or even from outside. The second thing is that when we forgive, it helps to maintain relationships. And why am I saying this? Because in time when someone hurts you, you find that there's always that tendency that you always hate the person that has hurt you, and you never wish to interact with this person, you never wish to associate with this person. That is why we say that whenever you forgive, it will always help you to maintain good relationships with people. And in maintaining these relationships, it will help you to move paths, to move ahead beyond the past conflicts, and it will also help you to rebuild trust and help you to relate well with others. In short, it helps to restore our relationships. Let me tell you that one day maybe you could be having someone you had hurt and you have never asked for forgiveness, or there's somebody who had hurt you and you had never forgiven this person. You might find yourself going even to look for a job. What if you go for a job and you find that the office that you are going to, the same person that had hurt you and you are not forgiven, is the one to interview you? How will you feel? You might even feel like leaving that interview and going away. But when you are forgiven, you will feel free. The relationship between you and that person will always stand strong, and it will be one that has been restored. The third thing about the importance of forgiving others is that it keeps you healthy. It helps you to build and to keep your blood pressure, and even it keeps your blood pressure stable because you find that when your heart always, even the rate of your pumping of the heart is, it goes even higher. And because of stress, the blood pressure may increase, may shoot, or something may happen. But when you forgive, you find you become more comfortable and you are able to fight some things like depression. You find that some symptoms and even your immune system will always be strong because you find you are stable as an individual. The fourth thing, it helps in personal growth. Whenever you forgive, it helps you to grow and it helps you to understand other people. It helps you to be compassionate. It helps you to be empathetic. So, it is one of the factors that will help you to grow personally when you learn to forgive others, when you embrace forgiveness. The fifth thing is that when you forgive, it heals you and frees you up. Let me tell you that whenever when you are living in a life that you have not forgiven others, you will find yourself living in a life that you are not free. You are imprisoned. You are tied. But that instance when you just forgive someone, you find you are freed. There's an inner freedom that comes with forgiveness. You are no longer tied. You are no longer suspicious. You are no longer anxious. You are no longer angry. You are free. Forgiveness is not a favor that you do to the other person, but it is a favor that you do to yourself. When you forgive someone else, it is like you are doing yourself a favor. You are cooling yourself. You are cooling your engine and your system as a whole. And the next thing is that when you forgive, it frees you from the control of the other person. Let me tell you that if you are not forgiven someone, that person will always be controlling you because you can't do something like out of your own will and you can't do something freely. Because whenever you're doing something, just be thinking of that person who had hurt you before. But when you forgive that person, it means that you'll be able to set yourself free from the control of that person that hurt you. If you still keep this person in your heart, the person will be controlling you, your movement, your actions, anything that you'll be doing. It will be like the person will be literally controlling you. Forgiveness helps you to free yourself from the control of the person who has hurt you. And the next thing is that it helps you achieve the inner peace. You will be having peace internally. When you forgive people, that peace comes naturally, it comes itself. You find yourself at peace with yourself, you find yourself at peace with others, and more is that you find peace from within, from your heart. And the next thing, it makes you stronger. Some people feel like when they forgive, they see like they've degraded themselves, or they have lowered themselves. But I tell you that whenever you forgive, you build yourself to be a strong person. You strengthen yourself by forgiving others. And the next thing is that forgiveness reduces hostility. Forgiveness reduces grudges. Forgiveness reduces things like wars that could come, not just to you yourself, but even that may come from your other family members. You will find that maybe because you have not forgiven someone else, you will wish that even your children may not relate to the person who has hurt you because now there's that grudge that is between you and that person. You will find out that when you don't forgive what someone has hurt you, you feel like any member of your family should not associate with them. But whenever you just move a step towards forgiving this person, you will find that you will reduce any form of hostility that may arise and other grudges. And lastly, when we forgive, we ourselves are forgiven. And this is what we are told in our Father, the Lord's Prayer, that in forgiving others, we are forgiven. Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive also those who trespass against us. I hope you have learned something about forgiveness and you'll be able to embrace the spirit of forgiving others. I strive day by day to learn and to accept that I've been hurt, but not to remain there that I've been hurt, to have the heart of accepting to forgive others so that I myself too may always be forgiven. Because when you forgive others, does not mean that you are weak. And then you are also a human being. You can easily wrong other people. You can easily hurt other people. So, you too need forgiveness. And if you need forgiveness, then learn to take the first step of accepting to forgive others. And whenever you wrong someone and you realize that I've wronged someone, I've gone against this person, let me always learn to come down, to come on my knees and apologize. Let me come and say sorry for any hurt that I've done, for any damage that I've caused. Let me always feel the heart, have the heart of seeking forgiveness, of seeking reconciliation. Thank you so much for being part of this video. Let us learn to embrace other people. Let us learn to make the world a better place by forgiving others, by loving them, and by accepting and coming down to seek reconciliation. The world is so much hurt that it needs you to amend it. It needs you to heal it. Let us all work towards restoring the peace in the world, restoring the goodness of the world. Our Mother Earth is wounded. It is you to heal her. It is you to make it smile once again. Thank you so much. See you once again. In case you have any inquiry about our videos, in case you have anything that you'll want me to share with you in our next videos, feel free always to comment on the comment section. I'm always there. Any question about our church, anything that you will wish we share together, we build our faith together, anything that you will wish that we talk about, I'm always free so that we can interact. We can talk about these issues and we can move and walk together towards this our pilgrimage on earth. Thank you so much for being part of this video. Be blessed, and Bro Michael wishes you all the best in everything that you do. And I wish you a blessed Holy Week and a very prayerful, transforming Holy Week that may help us to move closer to our Maker, help us to move closer to God. Thank you so much. See you next time.